Andrew McCART, IFL TV, in association with MTK Global. I'm here with Billy Nelson at his gym in Green Gears. Let's just jump straight into it, Billy. Josh Taylor.
Fantastic.
You're not bad for a wee East Coaster,
Great performance. Absolutely, what a fight. Absolutely belting fight. I'd love to see it again. There's not been a lot of talk about people want to see that again. Why would you not want to see that again?
I said that as well, yeah.
I mean, you can see where Josh is coming from. He wants to fight Ramirez, and you can see Eddie wanting to get Lewis Ritson on at Newcastle's football ground. You know, but why not have that again? That was just fantastic. That was what you're unboxing for, to watch fights like that, and if you're lucky enough to be involved in fights like that, fantastic.
Fight of the year for you?
Oh, undoubtedly.
Okay, well, I just want to say as well, you talked about Josh wanting to go for the Ramirez fight. I think if he does become undisputed champion at 140, I think he's moves up. Do you think to 147 with the money?
He's certainly got the frame to move up to 147, and there's some dangerous dudes up at 147. I don't think he's got the frame for 154, but certainly up to 147. But he could stay at 140. He seems to make the weight okay. I've never heard any whispers that he can't make the weight, okay, healthily. So if he wins at unification, maybe defends it a couple of times, move up to 147.
How did you score the fight then? Because everyone had it close. Some people said it a draw. Some judges was obviously 5 rounds with the Josh, one of the judges.
There was never 5 rounds in that fight. I mean, anybody that knows anything about boxing could tell you there was never 5 rounds in the fight. I had him winning it by 1 or 2 rounds, but it was really, really close fight, but fantastic ability, skill, strength, technique by the two of them. Heart, what about that eye that he's got? That's a belter, isn't it? I
know, that was headbutts that was saying.
I know, it's boxing. People don't realise that, the amount of headbutts that happen in a fight.
Both of them had like huge KO percentages going into this fight. I mean, they were knocking out. Well, Josh had knocked down every single one of his opponents. I think Regis the same. I think he had knocked down every single, stopped or knocked them down. But both of them took the clean shots and just rode them. Like Regis hit Josh one overhand left in the 3rd round. Josh hit him a right hook in the 9th, I think it was. It was flush. None of them budged.
But they're a level above the guys that they fought, both of them, and. The defensive abilities of both of them is excellent as well. Great fight. I didn't think it was going to be a stoppage. If anybody was going to be a stoppage, I thought it was going to be Josh, and possibly later on. But I knew that was going to be a hard fight. Last
one on Josh then. Is he your pound? Can he break into the pound for pound rankings?
Josh? Oh, undoubtedly. After a performance like that, he's got to be. Well, he's got to be knocking on the door of the top 10, hasn't he? I would think so.
Good stuff. Well, the reason I'm here is obviously your big man, Martin Bakole. He's fighting again. Quick turnover from the Newcastle show. Couple of weeks, 3 weeks. He's fighting in Manchester.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. Aye. So fighting in Manchester on Saturday night. Another tough opponent. I don't know if can you name who it is?
It's a guy called Rodney Hernandez. He's from California. He's been stopped once. His record's again very deceiving. He's 13-8. But the 8 losses, I think 7 of them are top fighters. He's went the distance with the likes of Hunter, Guzman, Zhang, who else was there? Kawalaki, yeah. A couple other really good names.
No, these guys are fringe, but they're knocking on the door, aren't they? These guys.
Hunter.
Kawalaki,
They went the distance for Hunter. Something Martin today. So. He's been stopped once. I can't remember who that was with now. It's on the tip of my tongue, but he gets stopped once. So if we can stop him, it makes a good statement. I believe we will stop him.
You said that, I think it was in Newcastle when we were talking. You said that you're not really too fussed about the stoppages, but you want the win. A win's a win. That's what you want from Martin. But going on the fact that after the Kevin Johnson fight, not many people can stop Kevin Johnson. He managed to make a statement.
Only once, didn't it?
Exactly, and then obviously. Rodney Hernandez, he's fighting. He's only been stopped once. He's been the distance with Kawalaki, Hunt, like you just mentioned, that Hunter stopped Martin. If Martin stops him again, does this send another big statement out in heavyweight division?
I believe it does, and it will. I think he's come back into the gym and he's buzzing. He's buzzing for this fight. I think it'll be the last fight of the year. I'm told we've got something really big lined up at the beginning of next year, so he's really excited for this fight.
Is this, without saying too much, because you probably can't give too much away, but is this going to be against somebody or on a show with somebody that you've been mentioning of late? You've mentioned some of the top names in the UK.
No, it's not anybody in the UK. It's a well, I don't think it's going to be a guy in the UK. The fight we were meant to have, we got offered it in Chicago. It was against Ngevy Romanov. We said yes straight away. However, Romanov's people thought it was a bit short notice, so it got rescheduled for Monaco, and he's pulled out that already since. So I think we've been rescheduled from Monaco to Manchester.
No, a fight's a fight.
Oh, no, but you just never know in this game. I mean, there's a good few heavyweight fights coming up. Higovic is fighting in Saudi.
Hunter, Povetkin in Saudi.
Josh and Rio is out of the equation. Povetkin, Hunter. If one of them got injured, David Price grasped the chance of, going in against these guys. Why not Martin? And I think the week before you've got Hughie Fury in Monaco as well.
Mm-hmm. Do you think the loss against Michael Hunter for Martin has sort of like been a sort of mini blessing in disguise to the fact that now he's got that, I wouldn't call it hunger, but now he's like that ain't happening again, so now he's going out there a wee bit more aggression. Like, you've seen him against the Kevin Johnson fight. That was the first time I actually seen him, because you know what Martin's like when he throws a punch, it looks effortless. It's like he's not even wanting to throw the punch, but he's knocking him out. But this time you see him, his face was screwed up and he was trying to
what you've got to remember with Martin's hitting the guy's not hitting him back. It can't happen. Mm-hmm. He's got lateral movement at a middleweight, speedy a middleweight. Everybody anybody that knows about boxing, I've been in gyms with, are sometimes amazed when they watch him. It's just I wouldn't say it was a blessing. It's never good getting beat. Never good getting beat. But there was a reason behind him getting beat, and it was nothing to do with. I've got to laugh at people that I watch. I read on Twitter saying that he was in terrible conditioning. He's never been in better condition in the Hunter fight. Even in his 3 fights since, he was better conditioned in the Hunter fight than what he had been in the 3 fights since. It was purely a mental thing because of bad news that he got from home back in Congo, and it won't happen again.
Next year, then let's jump into next year. You said something lined up big. Are you hoping for, maybe not just obviously the beginning of the year, the big thing that's happening, but are you hoping for the whole of 2020, nothing but like the bigger names from Martin?
100%. I mean, Eddie Hearn's already said that potentially it could be a world title fight here. So as long as he keeps doing his job and winning, improving, why not? I mean, it's long overdue. An African fighter fighting for a world title. I think Francis Botha was the last.
Well, Richard Comey's got the.
No, a heavyweight.
Oh, heavyweight, right? Okay, got you.
So that, it's long overdue, and I'm sure the governing bodies want an African fighter to fight for a world title. So. Give him his chance. Well,
Martin's obviously, he wants to fight in Africa, doesn't he, as well? So there's nothing better than bringing a world title to Africa.
Well, it doesn't necessarily be in Africa. It could be anywhere. It's just the fact that an African's actually competing for a world title, which hasn't happened for a long time. It was 20 years. Francis Botha.
Have we not adopted him as a Scot yet, Martin?
He's nearly there. He's nearly there.
We'll
getting there.
We'll grab him. Like I put out that tweet saying I want all Scottish fighters to have a little bit of tartan on their shorts. And what did you call me? You called me a dafty.
A dafty, yeah. Well, you're a dafty.
Well, I am, but let's keep it between me and you. But I think it's a nice wee touch because Ken Buchanan done it as well. I like the fact that John Thane done it as well, and then Josh Taylor's done it. I like the fact that a lot of the fighters, Keane Smith starting to do it, Lewis Benson, all the guys, Reece McFadden are starting to do it. So all the guys are starting to do it. I like that little touch for the Scottish guys.
Okay, I mean it's an individual choice, isn't it? I mean, he came into one of these fights. I think it was DL Jones with a kilt on.
No, I know. And we loved it.
A 6'7" guy with a kilt on.
Especially with his bun.
It was good. If I had the same result in other fights, if he wore a kilt, I'd be happy. But listen, everyone's falling into place now. It was a slow burn at the beginning when I first came over here. Things behind the scenes seem to take absolutely ages to get sorted out. But we're going forward now in the right direction, going at a good speed. Things are all in place now for Martin being here. Everyone's good. Everyone's good, and we're in good hands as well. We've got an advisory group behind us as well. So we're very happy with that.
Finally, just go back to Manchester, Martin. What can the fans expect? Are you expecting a stoppage against Hernandez? Are you hoping for it?
I think Styles, you're well aware, Styles make fights, and I believe this boy's style is ideal for Martin. And I don't think a lot of people.
It's an 8-rounder then, is it?
No, it's 10.
rounder.
I don't think a lot of guys will go the distance with Martin, and if they do, they'll bet the wrong end of a beating. If I'm perfectly honest, and the better the names, the better the beating could be, because these guys will come out of shell and want to fight.
Definitely. Well, I'll be down in Manchester this weekend, so like Newcastle, I'll be hovering around you like a bad smell.
Just come as normal.
Right, Billy, as always, thank you for this Firefowl TV, and I'll see you on Thursday for the press conference.
Cheers.